regardless of cost or quality. Maybe the mattress doesn't match the box spring, but you'll get them both as low as 30 cents on the dollar. Handcrafted queen sets by Kingsdown, once in a lifetime, $388. Haynes, moving after 108 years. The mattress sale of a lifetime, Friday.
Next on Road Rebels.
You know who I am?
No.
Andy's back.
Yeah.
And he's riding where he's never been before.
That Pekingese needs a seatbelt.
From off the road to the back roads. Over bridges.
Now I need to go wash my hands.
You'll have to talk to my store manager.
On city streets.
No, you don't. Come here. Come here.
Right to your neighborhood.
We don't allow you around here. You gotta go back to Norman.
Next in prime time, we're catching road rebels. Here, there, and everywhere.
40 and a 25. Hello, everyone. Andy Fox here. Primetime Road Rebels. Here, there, and everywhere. We're at this stop sign in James City County. Oh, my gosh. There go those Duke boys. I've been trying to get the Duke boys for the last 10 years, and they just blew through that stop sign right there. Coming up during the next hour, we're going to be taking you here, there, and everywhere. Over 1,000 miles in Virginia and North Carolina. Doylestown, established in 1987, one of Virginia Beach's oldest neighborhoods, also has this no U-turn sign at Gimber Drive that some say is really a joke. Oh! Hey! Hey! No U-turn! Come here! Come here! Come here! That's what we're talking about, morning rush hour out here on Lynn Haven. No U-turn right there. The joke comes in at Gimber, where to get past the no U-turn on South Lynn Haven, drivers take a right, then turn around at the gravel.
He was going to do it. That guy was going to do it, and he saw you.
Yeah. We know what you're doing.
You know what I'm doing, right?
But that's legal.
Right.
I mean, is that why you did it?
Exactly.
Did you do it because you saw us?
No, I did it because there's a no U-turn sign there.
Ray Bell says, take down the no U-turn. Virginia Beach Bell says, take a look at the black pickup. Just to get by the no U-turn, he takes the left, it goes down 1/4 of a mile, takes a left to come back up South Lynn Haven. It's a joke. Hey, stop.
That's not work.
No, come here. Come here. He did what he was... That's legal. Down here at Doylestown. Now, keep your eye on this guy. Are you going to take a U? Are you taking a left? Huh? No. Oh. Believe me, we'll see him again. How much body piercing you got?
Not enough.
No, just point out. Does it hurt?
No, not really, man.
You have one
I
here?
got 2 here, 1 right here, 1 right here.
Does that one hurt?
Here.
The one in the...
One
Oh, my
here.
gosh. Do that again. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, let me see.
Oh, my... Did that hurt?
Nah.
And here he is back at the stop sign to get past the no U-turn.
And I've seen a lot of people, not me, of course, that actually make that U-turn. And the camera had nothing to do with that either.
All aboard! And down the tracks away to Belcross, North Carolina, and Camden County, a junction in the road where you find the 2159 Chesapeake and Albemarle, where you find Belcross Junction, and you find Robert Wilson.
He's a criminal. Get him.
For 18 years, fixing any engine this side of Route 158 and beyond.
I've been here long enough, man. I've seen about every wreck.
Every wreck at this stop sign where 34 goes to the right and 158 goes to the left. Stop! Stop, Snappo! He rolled through.
He rolled through.
He didn't stop. Stop, red car! Stop, white van!
He didn't stop.
He did all right. Robert Wilson, a devoted Road Rebel viewer, is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
I got a couple of friends as highway patrolmen, and I say one day if he was set up here, he could write out daggone 50 tickets in 2 hours right there to that stop sign.
Come on. Look at that.
There you go. He rolled on through that, didn't he?
Your name's Andy Fox.
I'm he.
Okay.
You didn't stop.
Most people come through right here They run 50 miles an hour right through here. That sign say yield. They don't yield. They don't think that's a violation. See how fast that guy comes in?
Yes.
Now he's going slow. They's going slow now. You talking about fast. Now they ride along slow.
This is your warning, seatbelt enforcement area. And you may not know this, our neighbors to the south have some of the toughest seatbelt laws in the country. You're wearing your seatbelt, thank you. Fantastic. All along the Tar Heel State back roads, you find this is your warning, seatbelt enforcement area sign. Put the law down in North Carolina, the Tar Heel State. Click it or ticket. And you find Bobby Cartwright.
I don't think he's right.
He doesn't like to be told what to do by his government or, for that matter, by road rebels. Road rebels, a longtime crusader of seatbelts. Where's your seatbelt? But my gosh, there's a dog on there. Where's the seatbelt? Get the Pekingese needs a seatbelt. I can't believe it. Get a belt on that dog, that Pekingese right there. But Cartwright says don't put one on him. But I notice that you're wearing your seatbelt.
Oh, yeah, I wear mine all the time, but I don't like it.
Now, do you wear it because you want to wear it or you're being told by the state to wear it?
I've been told by the state because I don't have no $125 pay a ticket.
And you resent that, don't you?
Right, right.
I mean, and then we found this couple. They don't wear the belts either. Why don't you wear your seatbelt?
Yeah.
One of you.
Well, I just got in this damn truck here, to tell you the truth.
But it'll save your life.
Right, right.
Wear your seatbelt, both of you.
All right, we
It's the
sure
law.
will.
See that sign right there? There's your
Right.
warning seatbelt
Right.
enforcement.
Right.
Okay, wear it, please.
All right.
Thank you. Welcome to Elizabeth City, the harbor of hospitality. No sooner we're there, we find this guy darting in and out of traffic and not watching the hand. Don't litter. Also in Elizabeth City, this guy, we are convinced if we keep the camera on Ronnie Barefoot long enough, he will litter by throwing away his cigarette butt. We'll come back to him.
You better know we don't allow you around here.
What?
We don't allow you around here.
What do you mean you don't allow me around here?
No, sir. You better go back to Norfolk.
Look at that! Oh, look at that! We're number one! After 5 minutes, Ronnie Barefoot proved me wrong by crushing the lit cigarette and properly throwing it away. I want to applaud you because we were watching you the whole time smoking your cigarette, and he and I had a $10 bet you were going to throw the butt on the ground.
There you go.
Look
I
at
guess
that.
you lost.
He crumpled it up and took it back inside.
And it's in the trash can.
U-turn, a U-turn! Then we found this no U-turn sign on Highway 17. Did you see that? You just took an illegal U-turn right there. Did you see that?
How is it a U-turn when you're turning onto a different street?
Because you did a U. You did a U-turn. It says no U-turn, and you did a U and came right up here.
Okay.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, just want you to know. You know what? She's right. Road rebels called Elizabeth City Police, and sure enough, the no U-turn sign is only for traffic going back up 17, not for the side street where we found her. Elizabeth City needs to make it more clear who this no U-turn sign is intended for. Watch this. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Also here at the world's largest media, look how big this thing is. This stop sign, and we do know who this sign is intended for. Stop right there! What's going on? Stop, stop right there, stop! Stop! This stop sign's so bad, look what they do. They come up right over the curb here and take out the grass. You can look at the whole thing right there. There, they stopped!
We'll stop, no
I can't
problem.
believe it! They think we're out here just waving at them.
Oh, no problem. We stop.
Down the road, Highway 17 South, if you're trying to get to Hertford, North Carolina, chances are you're cutting through the Port Elizabeth Walmart parking lot. Are you cutting through the parking lot to go 17 South to Hertford? A long, steady caravan of cars moving through the parking lot all day long.
Stoplight there this time of day, you'll sit there for 20 minutes waiting for it to change, and it's a lot easier.
We'll get back to Dave's passenger there in just a sec, but Walmart employee Liz Yor says enough's enough. Stop cutting through. What do you think about people cutting through your parking lot?
It's scary some days. It's very scary trying to get in the building and not get run over.
Does management want people to cut through their parking lot or not?
No.
And one thing we found, drivers don't deny. They say, come on, this is the only way we can get south on 17 because of the traffic patterns. You just cut through. Has Walmart ever told you not to do it?
No.
You just do it?
Yep.
Because you got to go 17 south.
That's right.
Mr. Fox, have you made any women cry in Elizabeth City yet?
No, well, on. Now, are you wearing your seatbelt?
It's going on right
You
now.
put your seatbelt on, it's the law. Back to Dave, and look who's riding shotgun through the Walmart parking lot.
Who's the passenger?
What do you think?
That's my buddy. That's my helper.
Who's that?
My helper.
Is that to get you into an HOV lane?
I don't do HOV. Don't even go to Virginia. Stay away. It's bad enough here.
What's your name? Dave. Okay, Dave. This is the small town of Idlet, North Carolina, and there's a battle brewing here you could call a transportation civil war. Pitting North Carolina neighbor against North Carolina neighbor.
Look here. Boy, you get an extra treat today.
If North Carolina builds the shortest bridge just 5 miles across Currituck Sound from Idlet to the shores of Corolla,
I would definitely oppose it because the value that the state's going to give me would not be what it's worth, and that would, you know, they're going to take it if they decide to take it.
then the state's going to have to cut a deal with property owner Charles Angus, whose land the bridge would cross. But if they came and said, Charles Angus, here's $5 million, and you're asking $4.5 million,
it would look attractive to me.
But supporters of the bridge say compare that to the cost of widening Highway 12 from 2 lanes to 4 or 5 lanes from Southern Shores all the way up to Corolla. The total value of property loss, $439 million. 3,192 homes lost. 44 businesses gone. 3.9 million lost each year in tax revenues. Again, the bridge would only cost $100 million. This land has been in the Angus family only since 1975, but this is the original house on the property. It may have been here 150 years. And you don't have to spend a lot of time talking with the Angus family to find out real quick they don't want their land to go towards the Mid-County Bridge. But those who favor the bridge say the north part of Currituck needs another access for hurricane evacuations. That the traffic on the island, especially on check-in days during the summer, are, in a word, insufferable. And a recent travel survey named the Outer Banks as the 5th worst traffic nightmare during summer vacations. That's on one side. On the other side of the argument is Charles Angus's granddaughter, Olivia.
We got the donkeys last year, and, well, I love donkeys and animals. And, well, we have horses over on that corner. And I was here since I was little.
And this land means a lot to you. And you don't want to sell it for anything. Stay with us. Primetime Road Rebels moves out of North Carolina, headed to Virginia. Later, we'll see more of the General Lee in action, TV's most famous road rebels.
We need to put a stop sign here. That's what we need, a stop sign. But this is going to work.
These road rebels are taking to the streets, breaking the law. They know it, and they don't care what their city government thinks about it. Who are they, and what have they done? Coming up. We're out here on 664, and that guy right there is a good Samaritan. How that man helped her. Coming up next on our Primetime Special. And later, we've already been here, now we're going there. And later on, we're going everywhere, down to the Virginia Beach oceanfront. Coming up, Road Rebels on the Strip, next.
Southern Christian University, exceptional online education. Call 1-351-4040 or visit www.southernchristian.edu.
Greenbrier and Portsmouth.
In the dark of early morn, this Park Place resident came out and spray painted "Stop" 2 times and "Kids" once at the intersection of 29th and Gosnold Avenue. And when you saw a headlight come in, what would you do?
I would run because I know what I was doing was illegal.
Call it civil disobedience. This resident knew she was breaking vandalism laws, and quite frankly, she didn't care. So why are we hiding your face?
Because I don't want to go to jail for vandalism or whatever you call it. Okay, but somebody needs to do something.
But you did it because you thought in your heart.
Yes, because I love the kids.
You wanted to protect your
here.
kids.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My son is not allowed to go past my neighbor's house.
Chances are she wouldn't go to jail, but the stops, ironically, on the street seem to be working. Watch this black pickup coming to almost a complete stop when not required to.
Why'd you stop? It's a yield. You saw the stop down here, didn't you?
I saw the accident last week, too.
That accident would be this one. The car slammed against this tree. Residents claim this was the third crash in a week.
No, I don't think I was wrong. I'm sorry. I love the kids in the neighborhood. They respect me. They love me as well. Okay, and I'm trying to protect them.
Why did you stop here?
Stop sign here, and I stopped.
But remember, it's not a stop. Just stop illegally painted on the street.
I noticed something, sir. You stopped here. Why'd you stop?
Well, I stopped. Kids everywhere. I stopped for the kids.
This is illegal, but it still works. And whatever's going to work, that's what we need out here. We need to put a stop sign here. That's what we need, a stop sign. But this is going to work. This is going to work.
What do you think about them writing stop on the street?
I congratulate them. I agree.
Even if it's illegal?
Even if it's illegal. It's about being a parent and taking care of your kids.
Now to 664 in Chesapeake, the report we call Behold the Good Samaritan.
What happened?
The patio table flew off of my van.
Mary in distress, alone, just spent a lot of money on patio table that is no longer on the top of her car.
How did that happen?
It wasn't securely tied, evidently.
Who put it on there?
Sam's Club.
When it flew off, the table didn't hit anyone.
Who's the person back here?
He was a nice passerby, and he's going to be nice enough to take it to Hampton where it goes.
I hear you're the Good Samaritan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How you
Mr.
doing?
Harris.
Okay.
Way to go.
How you doing?
Where were you when the patio furniture came flying off?
Oh, well, I was coming up 664 headed northbound.
Mr. Harris is also a good driver. Left good following distance just in case.
Did you run over it?
No, I didn't.
Did you come close to running over it?
Came closer.
You had to swerve.
Yeah.
You weren't following too close.
No.
You had plenty of following distance.
Oh, yeah.
So being the Good Samaritan, Mr. Harris, at his exit, almost home, will be late for dinner just to help Mary.
I may end up taking her to her home if that's what she wants. I think she lives in Hampton.
Well, Mr. Harris, Road Rebels wants to salute you as the Good Samaritan out here on 664.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for making a difference in her life.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Harris.
All right.
Coming up next on Primetime Road Rebels, here, there, and everywhere.
Here it says, warning, Virginia law prohibits operation of this vehicle by any persons under the age of 16. Stephanie, you're how old?
14.
On a rainy evening, we found these girls who look like they're having a blast, but is that blast dangerous? And is it illegal? Several laws they are breaking. Coming up next.
Okay, and then reading your speeding that fast?
And coming up next half hour, we're working radar out on 460 on speed patrol with the Isle of Wight County Sheriff's Department. And crazy things happen to drivers and cars when a Hampton Roads squall moves through. What is it about rain, cars, and drivers that make for long days and costly bills when weather turns bad? All that coming up on Primetime Road Rebels, here, there, and everywhere.
Toyota, a great value and fuel efficient.
Hitting the back roads of Suffolk, we found these three young teenage girls riding the family ATV. They are now riding on private property, but when we first spotted them, they were on a public road driving the ATV, which is a violation of state law. Sure, the ATV is fun, but what these young road rebels are doing is so dangerous and could quite frankly end up killing them.
I think you ought to have helmets.
We do got helmets.
Well, why aren't you wearing them? Isn't this dangerous?
No. Yeah, it is.
By law, they they should be wearing helmets.
Should the three of you be wearing helmets? For protection.
Yeah.
Why aren't you?
We don't have enough. We only got...
Boys are two better than, well, maybe only two of you ought to ride at a time.
But the bigger question is, should they be riding this ATV at all, especially on rain-slick grass? And the answer is simply no. They should not be driving this ATV.
You all are under 16.
Yeah, but we're not brought
You
up.
all are
I lied.
using without helmet or protective gear. You used on a public road. You're carrying passengers. I mean, you're not under drugs or alcohol or anything like that. There are 5 recommendations here. One of them is a law. You violated 4 out of 5.
I lied to you. No, you didn't.
Why?
Because I'm not 14. I'm 13.
13, no one under 16. And right here it says, warning, Virginia law prohibits operation of this vehicle on any public highway or other public property. By any persons under the age of 16, Stephanie, you're how old?
14.
All right. By any person not wearing an approved type of protective helmet? No, no, no. And with a passenger at any time.
Road Rebels got them to put it up, but not before they took one more spin around the yard. Where was Mom and Dad? At first, the girls said they were not home, then said they were in the shower. Luckily, the girls weren't hurt, at least not this time. Okay, we've now left the illegal underage ATV driver and her 2 passengers, and we've come down here to Carolina Road to this speed limit sign that tells you what your speed is. This is Suffolk South Main Street overpass where speeding is obviously a problem. 29, 30, we're only going to yell if it gets up to 35. 25, 35! Oh, 35 coming up right here. 34, now he's braking. Now he's really braking. You were going 35. Van behind him going 31. Okay, all right, we're not going to yell at you. But as you'll soon see, we did a lot of yelling on the overpass bridge. 39! 39! What are you doing? Slow down! 39! You're going! The speed sign caught our eye, but didn't seem to catch the eye of many folks blowing way past 25 miles an hour. 26, I'm going to start screaming at 35. 20, 44! 44 right here! Slow down! You are going 44! Right there, 44, coming up right here! Right over here! Slow down, you're going 44! I can't believe it! That's the worst of the night! Everyone's going fast, even 2 lawyers. 35, 36, slow down! 2 lawyers, how about that?
38, 37,
37, 37, slow down! Slow down, you're going 37 and 25. This driver stopped to find out what we're all yelling about.
Because I thought something was wrong. He was trying to flag us down.
Oh, no, I'm just trying to flag down the speeders.
Oh.
See the sign up here? Look at that, 2035. Watch out. Slow down. That's what I was doing.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Wow. We saw a cop down below who made his way to us on the bridge to find out what's going on. 36, 36, 34, 33, 31, 37, 37, 37. Now that was the unofficial running radar. Coming up later in the show, we'll be driving around with Deputy Chris Thomas in Isle of Wight County, who's running the real radar. That when Primetime Road Rebels, here, there, everywhere, continues. And can the news about I-64 get any worse than this? Come on! Critics argue this is a VDOT disgrace with costly overruns, delayed construction, and now flooded exit ramps. Come on! We felt so sorry for this guy. Road Rebels got out in the rain to help him. That and more when we return.
Most people travel to Memphis looking for Elvis, but
No BD star.
And all it takes is for somebody to be looking down or fall asleep, reach over to grab something and jerk the wheel a little bit to the left, and it's a head-on collision.
Isle of Wight County Sheriff's Deputy Chris Thomas running radar hit speeds on this day of 100 miles an hour, separated from oncoming cars going the other way only by double yellow lines.
If you were to have a barrier between the eastbound and westbound lane, you could reduce the number of fatalities probably more than half.
And when he's not thinking of the dangers of 460, he's thinking about who he's stopping.
What are you thinking about when you're chasing him down?
What is he going to do? Is he going to run? Is he going to be very cooperative when I walk up to the door?
Unfortunately.
The reason I pulled you over, you're speeding 69 and a 55.
Yes. John Sloan White does something that is very important during the traffic stop. He's polite, has no attitude.
He was unusually nice, yes he was. And it played to his favor.
Sloan White is free to go with a verbal warning only.
Here we go, right here. That red pickup truck.
Believe me, the guy in that red pickup is freaking out right about now. His 67 in a 55 is the least of his worries. He's only 17 and he's on probation, and his tears are real.
I'm on probation right now.
Probation?
And if I mess up my probation, then I get a felony.
Mm-hmm.
No.
What kind of probation you on?
I'm on supervised probation.
What'd you do?
It was really dumb, and I'm really sorry. I was paintballing cars coming down the highway about a year ago almost.
Okay. All right, sir, I'll be right back.
Are you on probation?
Yeah, man.
And the judge told you not to get in trouble again, didn't he?
Well, yeah.
So, you just must feel terrible now.
Yeah, man.
How terrible Donald feels will, in the end, play to his favor.
He's got a lot riding on his chest right now, and he's very remorseful for what he did. So I'll take all that into consideration and go ahead and give him a verbal warning as well.
Deputy Thomas tries to give breaks to younger drivers, especially this one.
I will just go ahead and give you a verbal warning, okay?
Thank you, sir.
And I want him to contact your probation officer.
Thank you, sir.
All right?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
On this day, it's kind of good news, bad news for Donald. The good news, he's not getting a ticket. No revoking his probation. But the bad news, well, Donald's on Primetime Road Rebels.
Donald, one thing I do want to ask you is, why were you paintballing cars?
Is it going to be recorded?
Yeah.
I don't want to say.
But, I mean, why would you do something like that?
I don't want to say. Am I obligated to say?
No, you're not obligated to say, but, I mean, you got lucky. But don't paintball cars, man.
It was a mistake, man. That's all it is.
You watch WAVY-TV, ma'am?
After we said goodbye to Donald, we said hello to Mildred Hedgepeth.
Do you feel safe on 460 living here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody don't bother me.
How about the cars that go racing by? That bother you?
No, I said that I in the porch and watch them. It keeps them the company.
Believe it or not, Highway 460 traffic keeps Mildred company along with her faithful friend.
You ever go, woo, there goes a really fast one?
Yeah, I sometimes.
She knows 460 traffic so well, she can tell who's speeding and who's not.
Now give me a play-by-play. Like, is that truck speeding?
No.
That truck's not speeding?
No.
That blue pickup, look at that blue pickup right there. He's speeding for sure.
Oh, yeah. They're doing faster than the others. I just watch them. What kind of cars over yonder?
Well, that's the WAVY-TV 10 car. At 84, Mildred, who's lived in this mobile home 50 years, spends more time watching cars than watching TV. Do you know who I am?
No.
Look at me. Who am I? You know who I am?
No.
I know I'm ugly. Am I ugly?
No.
We'll let Mildred off the hook in a second. Mildred's oldest is 65. Her youngest is 50. She's a kind and decent person who takes great interest in her spot in this world along 460. I'm Andy Fox.
Oh, Andy Fox. I didn't know you.
Nice to see you. You didn't know who I was because I am so ugly on TV, I'm unrecognizable in public.
Yeah.
Woo. This sports car clocked at 70 in a 55.
How you doing, ma'am? See your license and your registration, please. Okay, ma'am, reason I pulled you over is speeding 70 in a 55. You aware of that? Okay, and then the reason you're speeding that fast?
I was trying to get home.
Hey, Brandy Marie, I'm Andy Fox. We're doing a story, and I was just wondering why you were going 70.
I'm having surgery this afternoon, and I need to get home.
Which brings us to Deputy Chris Thomas's favorite excuses why people speed.
I have to go to the restroom. I have diarrhea.
One time he pulled a driver who said,
I just peed on myself. I need to go home and change really fast.
It is our nature to come up with excuses.
I'm late for work.
Then there was the lady with the bladder problem.
And she was summoned and she came to court. She had a letter from her doctor stating that she had a bladder problem. I thought she was lying to me.
If Deputy Thomas can't decide whether to believe the excuse,
I'll go ahead and issue summons 70 and 55. It's pretty fast, and I'll let the judge decide what he wants to do with it.
Let him, and you know, monkeys off your back. You just let the judge decide.
Yes.
Then he'll let the judge make the final decision as to whether the excuse is acceptable. Were you running behind schedule?
Yes, actually I was.
Thank you. Have you ever had a speeding ticket before?
No.
Now, would you think you'll go to court and tell the judge what was going on and hope that he throws you a break?
Probably so.
Good luck. A rainy Wednesday, 664 Chesapeake, when we find Jesus Perez. Yes, that's really his name. And what we know about Jesus, he'd rather be somewhere else.
Fuel pump.
Fuel pump?
I think the fuel pump, maybe.
Maybe the fuel pump, maybe not. Jesus broke down at 7:30, went for help, got this unattended vehicle check, and 2 hours later, Jesus is still scratching his head. What to do next?
Yeah.
What a lousy day for it to happen, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. This is the Marines. It's bad. Today my day is bad. Yeah.
And it's a tough day for State Trooper Brian Thomas.
Hectic. Everybody driving in the rain.
What we know about rain in Hampton Roads, some drivers just seem to freak out when the rain starts coming down.
They don't give themselves enough distance, following distance or following too closely. Slow down and keep a nice distance between them and the car in front of them.
That did not happen here. For all his good points, driver Bill Lemon let the rainy weather get the best of him.
He just told me there was so much water on there, he hydroplaned, and just went out of hydroplane coming and went out of control.
David Larkin of Integrated Computer Technology came to pick up his employee, who you just know feels terrible over what happened. Is he in trouble with the boss?
No, not at all.
These things happen?
No, these things happen. He's one of my good employees, so I'm here to pick him up.
And what a great day to be a dedicated VDOT worker. You just know that this guy can't wait to put down another traffic cone.
It's a tough day on the job, huh?
How do you say that? Tough day on the job.
Back at the car, this ride cost Bill Lemon a lot of jack.
The VDOT people here say this was done by the airbag. That when it deployed, the force is so great, it cracked the windshield.
Now to the Interstate 64 debacle. The over-budget, long-delayed road project now ranked as the second worst summer traffic bottleneck in the nation. In the entire U.S. of A. The survey says more and more tourists are concerned about I-64 congestion. I mean, look at this. The drainage problem is ridiculous. This low-rider gets stuck, water in his grill. Road Rebels is helping push Kevin Harrigan out of the way to keep traffic flowing on the I-64 West off-ramp at Mercury Boulevard.
Put the brake on.
Hit a ditch, had water in it. I guess it shorted.
You came through real fast. We saw it, got you on tape coming through. Did you know the water was there?
Let's see how deep it was.
When will I-64 construction be complete? Well, at this point, with all its history, Road Rebels will not venture a guess. And as if we didn't need more bad omens, take a look at this. Hubcap heaven. Symbolic, critics will argue, for a road project gone terribly wrong.
Still to come on Primetime Road Rebels.
Well, exactly the cigarette butts here that people are throwing out in each one of these lanes where they're paying their toll.
Up here in Gloucester County at the Coleman Bridge, John's up here having to clean up, vacuum people's cigarette butts off the ground. We take that issue up. Coming up next on Primetime Road Rebels, here, there, and everywhere. And new Road Rebels rules of the road that took effect July 1st. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what are those laws, and did you violate any of them today?
Look at me, I got a case of body language.
Beach.
Welcome back, everyone. You can't go on a successful road trip without, of course, being prepared. Here are a few things to remember. First, it's simple. Check out your car. Fluids and tire pressure. Also, make sure any items on the roof rack are secure. Plan for any emergencies. You should always keep at least 1 gallon of drinkable water in the trunk of your car. As for the family and those riding along, have some reading material on hand and keep medical supplies nearby. Also, while you're on the road, remember this simple rule. Stay alert. Make sure you have plenty of rest before a long drive. Look and listen for any traffic updates along the way. Motorists are now prohibited from showing sexually explicit videos in their cars. The moving down the road peep show seen through the windows by the traveling public offended some to the point they called the General Assembly. Legislators agreed the sex videos are offensive and now prohibit them. Road Rebels snapped this shot. Luckily, it was only a Disney cartoon. There is a dirty, nasty secret out at the Coleman Bridge in Gloucester County. We're up here in Gloucester County at the Coleman Bridge, and do you know what really ticks me off? People who are inconsiderate and they throw their cigarette butts out the window. And these guys are the poor fellas who have to clean it up. I mean, come on, Gerald Renessi's an electronic technician supervisor, and John Fidner's in charge of maintaining the toll booth building, and look what they're doing.
It's disgusting. You know, it's only a day's work, but still it's disgusting to have to do this. We're electronic techs by trade, and we should be inside doing our job, but we got to come out here and do this.
Can you believe it? Taxpayer money cleaning up the mess left behind by inconsiderate smokers?
Look, all down in here, all insinuators, all up in here. We do this like once every 2 months.
It's pretty nasty.
It's just a mess out here, I tell you. People throw them out when he's starting to pay toll on both sides, passenger side and driver's side. Throw them out all the time. Look in this bag right here. Keep in your car. Don't be a litter bug.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Please don't do it, people, okay?
And it smells, and you know why they throw it out the window? So they don't have to smell it.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Throwing your cigarette butts on the ground is disgusting. It's littering, and we caught this lady doing it. I'm just wondering, if you love your children, why you smoke? Look at the cigarette.
Didn't you just ask me for one a couple of minutes ago?
Oh, no, I did not.
Oh, really? No play.
I did not. That is untrue. I want everyone to quit smoking.
Yeah.
When did you come out here and... Now, see, you just littered.
You sure did. Look, you care about our neighborhood, right? Let's jack him up.
Why'd you just throw the cigarette butt on the ground?
Because I'm not in the house with the gas tray.
Back at the Coleman Bridge, there are 26 cameras monitoring traffic flow and tunnels that lead to the vault where all the money's kept underneath the bridge. And other cameras on the ground snap pictures of the license plates of people who blow through the toll. While those cameras catching lawbreakers are staying up, some cameras snapping red light runners are shuttering down. The General Assembly decided to end the Photo Red pilot program. These cameras in Virginia Beach take pictures of drivers running red lights. The cameras that went up only in Virginia Beach last September snap pictures of more than 15,000 red light runners, charging them $50. Sadly, this efficient police tool was considered by some in the General Assembly as infringing on personal rights, that the cameras were an invasion of privacy. The fact that cameras do not take pictures of people to invade their privacy was lost in the negative backlash against the program. The cameras are off, but Virginia Beach now trying to figure out a way to keep using it.
Hey, everyone, coming up next, we're here in the General Lee, the most recognized car in TV history, seen in over 65 countries. Coming up next, we're going to introduce you to this John Schneider lookalike. His name's John Holland. He lives in James City County, and he's a Dukes of Hazzard historian. That coming up next. Hey, you know what? We're down here at the resort strip at quitting time, not for working, but for drinking. The bars are let now. What happens? That coming up next on Primetime Road Rebels, here, there, and everywhere.
Your sale of a lifetime, Friday.
I've noticed something about road rebels, and I can't understand it. As soon as I show up, people want to leave.
So I don't know. They're,
Are they distrustful of the media?
I think they're scared. It's Andy Fox.
No one's doing anything wrong.
Why don't people want to be around me?
No lights. Hey, lights. Where are your lights? Hey, look at that. She almost hit you. She didn't have her lights on. Oh, she got lucky. Just got a warning.
What have I done to them?
Hey, wear your seatbelts. Put your seatbelt on. You got a child safety seat in the back. Put on your seatbelt.
Do not put me on TV.
You don't want to be on TV?
No, I watch you guys every day, but I do not want to be on TV.
Why not?
Because I do not.
She says she doesn't want to be on TV, but then when they need some help getting out of a tight parking space, here we are.
Can I ask why you all switched drivers?
Because I can't get out of this.
Because it's too tight. They need to make them bigger, don't you think? Yeah. Drive carefully.
Even police don't want to talk to me.
You want to make a statement?
No, sir.
Now, you just saw that. Do they need bigger parking spaces down here?
No comment.
How are the lights? How are the spotlights?
No comment. I like my job.
Lights, camera, action.
Now everyone has a comment on the Atlantic Avenue spotlight. Shaggy from Z104 loves them.
They have them lights come on at 1:15 or whatever.
What do you think about that?
I love it. I love it. I don't drink alcohol, but it's also safe, you know what I mean? Like, go down there and you can see where everything's going on. And
we're from New York.
Road Rebels is a public forum for you to talk to us and us to talk to you. These ladies sounding off about out-of-town road rebelers, driving by in cars, yelling obscenities.
What's up?
Hey!
You're sexy.
Hey!
I can't even.
Hey!
I don't want to say.
Like nasty
but it's disgusting, and you can't say anything back. Like, what would you say?
Hey, come on, it's a family show. We just want to know if people are drinking and driving.
Are you all okay to drive home?
Yes, sir.
How many beers have you had?
3.
How many?
2.
And what period of time?
In about 6 hours.
Please not record me.
Everyone wants to give permission in order for us to put them on TV. Come on, it's a public street. Sometimes I find it just eye-boggling.
It's eye-boggling. That is eye-boggling.
I'm just sitting here, trying to find myself.
Road Rebels just trying to find ourselves, trying to make friends everywhere we go.
Doing a video.
Come here and talk to us. Hi. Why not? Hey!
I'm fine. Can you please not do that?
Finally, someone who will talk to Road Rebels.
Hey, how's the shore patrol going tonight?
Going good.
Everything coming? Have you had to arrest anyone?
No, everybody's been great.
Come on.
Honest.
No one?
No one.
You've arrested no one the whole night.
No one. The sellers have been doing great and acting like they should.
In the end, Road Rebels just likes bringing people together.
Someone smells
Do you think that's following me?
Does this guy look like this guy?
That's me, when I used to do Bo Duke impersonations.
Well, if Dukes of Hazzard star John Schneider has a double, it could well be bleach blonde look-alike John Holland, an AC heating parts distributor from James City County.
And so you are the splitting image of John Schneider.
Pretty much. I'm 6'3", I look him dead in the eye.
Have you ever met him?
Oh, yes,
Did
many
he ever
times.
say, "You're me"?
Yeah, he was pretty astonished, you know, when he one time had seen me.
In case you need a Dukes of Hazzard refresher, here goes. The show was about two cousins who were former moonshine runners. Bo Duke, played by John Schneider, and Tom Wopat was Luke Duke.
I believe, as well as a lot of general public believe, that the car is really the main attraction of the show.
That car would be the General Lee. So into the Dukes of Hazzard, Holland spent well over $40,000 recreating the star of the show, the General Lee. Pictures detail how Holland took a beat-up, ratty old rusty 69 Charger, turned it into what it is today.
This was totally, completely rotted and rusted out. It's a famous place where these cars leak. The water collects all around the edge of the trunk and just sits in there through all those years.
The 440 Magnum engine is so clean, you'd eat vittles off it.
This General Lee, out of all of the ones in the world, real or replicas, is the most autographed General Lee out there.
And when Holland's out driving the General Lee with his bleached blonde hair, well, you know it. The General Lee is Holland's childhood dream now and then when he looked forward every Friday to Bo and Luke Duke night.
The first memory in life I have is on Friday nights at 8 o'clock when the Dukes came on.
And if you want to find John Holland, who calls himself rightfully so a Dukes of Hazzard historian, go to his website, dukesofhazzard01.com. A step into the past for Hampton Roads' very own Dukes of Hazzard's Bo Duke. Stay with us. We're not meaning no harm. So the song goes, with those crazy, wacky boys from Hazzard County. What would primetime road rebels here, there, and everywhere be without our FM 99 music video, The Duke of Traffic Hazards, coming up, plus some memorable outtakes that sure to leave your sides splitting and your belly aching when we return.
Cavalier Ford's the only dealer with employee pricing.
Car, there's no BB Star. Red, 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 red.
And he's a good old boy.
Did you see that?
Keeping folks from harm.
We're turning left. Did you see that?
His voice cuts like a saw, chases cars like a dog every time he is home. Rounding the curve, waving his hand.
Is everyone out?
If his microphone don't get you, then I bet his photographer can. He gets in your way, the only way he knows how. And if Fox pushes you a bit more than the law should allow.
Stop, stop! Stop right there! That's what we're talking about out here! My gosh, I can't believe it! Hey! You didn't stop at that stop sign! Hey!
No way! No! Who are you?
I'm Andy Fox from WAVY-TV.
I don't care. I don't want my nothing on TV.
Hey, that is a stop sign.
You put this on tonight, I'm going to shoot you.
No!
He gets in your way.
No!
The only way he knows how.
No! No!
And if Fox pushes you a bit more than the law should allow. And he's a good old boy.
Hey! No,
Running far and wide.
Come here! Come here!
He's the Duke of driving hazards who shows you tens on your side.
Woo, everybody! Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Thursday on another edition of Road Rebels!
So watch out, you road rebels. Andy Fox is always on the road.
Talking with the Angus family to find out real quick they don't want their property to go towards the Mid-County Tunnel. Bridge! I believe the gentleman had a beer under his shirt. Look at that. You got all that hair?
She must have been a cheerleader. She's beautiful. Yes, she was a cheerleader. Was she? Yes.
What's she doing with you?
I know, right? I ask the same question sometimes.
And I'm boss hog and I'm not in charge of this county anymore.
You need a hat to throw, because
I know, I asked you for a hat. You said you wouldn't pay $10,000.
No, if I did, I wouldn't let you throw it.
Oh! Hey! Hey!
More
Most people travel to Memphis looking for Elvis. The dump went down to Memphis because the king of American sofa manufacturers was caught in a real trap. Stuck with 50 truckloads, over 3,000 gorgeous